know me. Maybe you don't.
I do.
Maybe you don't care.
No, I do.
It's me. I play Clive Rosfield in Final Fantasy XVI, and your Twitch chat thought it might be quite, I don't know, neat or cruel, depending on how you see me, to say happy birthday.
Why would he say that? Why would he say cruel like that? See, someone told him, they were like, oh, he fucking ate your ass. He didn't vote for you. Dude, okay, I loved Final Fantasy 16, dude. I fucking loved Final Fantasy 16. I thought that he did fucking awesome. You know, Final Fantasy 16 is like one of my favorite Final Fantasies. You know that? A big part of the reason why is because of him.
It's weird because they ask me to say happy birthday, and then they've just got a list of things that they want me to rip you about, and I don't want to do that.
What?
Xeno, I don't want to talk.
I want to know the list. What the fuck? You gave him a list of shit?
Talk about your majestic beard. I want to live in that beard. It's the kind of beard that I'd want to make a home in. I'd be like a little bird. Hear me out, okay? I'd be like a little bird, and I'd live in there, and I'd bring twigs and stuff, and I'd kind of create this kind of like beard utopia. So if you want to kind of collab on like a beard utopia where I kind of like live in it, or maybe rent it out like an Airbnb or sort of thing, we invite friends around and have a nice time, like I'm up for that. I'm an ideas guy, Xeno, and this is your birthday. You do what you want. Now on the flip side, they were like, yeah, but you know, kind of rip him for his bald head, majestic head.
That's so fucked, bro. Like, why would you tell him that, man? Why would you tell him that? Why would you tell him to say that, man? That's fuck. Nah, you know what's fucked though is that I was like, yo, I'll go to Turkey and get a fucking hair restoration surgery. Fuck it, I'll do it. You know, I'll do it for the content. I mean, fuck it, I will. I'll do it.
I'm sure it's not that noticeable.
And you guys told me that you would unsub and unfollow. And I asked you, do you want me to do it? And you were like, no, don't do it.
You have. It's so round and perfect. It looks like a pearl. It looks like the kind of head that we could do amazing things with. It knows things, you know. It's like a crystal ball. I look into it and I see the future, and the future is me and you setting up an Airbnb in your beard. You know, imagine it. Imagine all the things that we can do. Now, one of the things they did tell me is that you pissed in a sink when you were young.
Oh my fucking god, bro. Brother, I would have never thought that my experience when I was like 17 years old, I would be thinking about 23 years later. Like, okay, when that happened, all right, first off, that wasn't even the main point of the fucking story, okay? That wasn't even the main point of the story. Okay, the main point of the story was a paranormal experience, not me pissing in a sink. And there was a reason. There was a reason why I pissed in the sink. It wasn't like I was out looking for a sink. You know, that's not, you guys twisted it. And now people think that, okay? And that's not the case. That's not the case. I would have never thought that my experience when I can't even remember how old I was. Maybe I was 16. I mean, I was either 16 or 17. I know I wasn't 18 yet because I was still living with my mom, and my mom kicked me the fuck out when I was 18. So I know I wasn't 18 yet. But I would have never thought that 23 years later, the voice actor from a Final Fantasy game would be talking about my experience pissing in a fucking sink, brother. Like, just, I'm thinking about that and just the amount of circumstances that had to happen for, I feel so bad for Ben because now he knows that someone did that, right? Like now he can't unknow that. Okay. So if me and him were to ever like meet in you know what? No. You know what? I got it. When I went to EU Fan Fest in London, there was a guy that came up to me and he said, "I'm the cocksucker." And I was like, what? And he was like, you know, from the Rin clip, the guy he called the cocksucker, that's me. Okay, I'll tell you what, dude. I'll tell you what. If I ever meet Ben, I'm just going to go up to him and be like, "Hi, I'm the sink pisser." That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm gonna put him in the weird position that guy put me in. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm the sink pisser. And he's gonna, dude, I just wanna see his reaction. I'm gonna save this video because when he calls security, I'm gonna be like, whoa, 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 no. I got a video, just watch the video, okay? I already know.
I've also pissed in the sink.
Oh, my,
You pissed
wait!
in the sink when you were younger, and I want to say this. I've also pissed in the sink, and it wasn't when I was younger.
Oh, let's go, bro. If there's any sinks around, it'll be like a men's restroom, you know, and instead of like urinals, there'll be sinks. And like I'll be pissing in one, he'll be pissing in another. Okay, we're gonna look at each other, and I'm gonna say, all those other non-sink pissers, they can fuck off. That's what I'm gonna say, dude.
I'm not saying I did it this morning. I didn't. But sometimes you have to.
Yeah, sometimes. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you have to. And in that particular case, I had to.
It makes you relatable. It makes us relatable. I think that is the point of this, is going, when we set up this business in your beard, we'll let anyone piss in any sink that we want. So, apparently lost rank 1 recently. Fuck that, you know what I mean? And then they were like, oh, Ben, we want you to tell you that, like, Xeno voted for Neil Newborn at the Game Awards. So did so many other people.
Wait, what?
They were like, oh, Ben, we want you to tell you that, like, Xeno voted for Neil Newborn at the Game Awards.
Oh my God. You guys just won't shut the fuck up, brother. Brother.
So did so many other people. That's why he won. Because he was amazing.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, I mean, good for you. Great taste, clearly. The popular choice.
I would have voted for, it was a tie. It was a tie. The only reason why I voted, okay, look, man, the only reason why I voted for Neil over Ben was because I played more games where Neil was in. I'm gonna vote for him this fucking year.
So I'm just hoping that even though it's your birthday, you know, you've got a birthday message from me, but you also have a business proposition, okay? So I'm gonna live in your beard. Your head is a beautiful pearl. I also like to piss in sinks, not all the time, but I have. When duty calls, you're a practical man. And yeah, Neil Newborn was amazing in Baldur's Gate 3, but everyone knows that. So it's great. Good for him. All right, well, have a good day, I guess. Hit me up. This is the 2 phones. 2 old 80s style corded phones. And yeah, have a great day. Have a really good day.
Hell yeah.
Your Twitch chat really like you. You're really cool.
Dude, that was funny. That was funny. Thanks, Fuzz. Thank you guys very much for the amazing birthday.